If you've ever watched Falcon Crest, then you must watch the finale.
Falcon Crest is mine.
The last episode of Falcon Crest. Then, one romance reignites.
I love you.
Oh, Val.
While another goes down in flames.
We cannot find the groom.
The season finale of Knots Landing after the last Falcon Crest Thursday.
Anniversary Super Sports Highlights, tonight at 11 on Channel 2 News.
Mr. Lombard, as I was saying about Rosemary Kramer. She was your very close friend all those years ago. So close that when she left Oakdale and went west to Seattle to take care of her ailing mother, you visited her frequently.
Well, I don't know where you got your information, but...
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Now look, I am not here unprepared. I am not here just to take and not give. I have a proposal to make. You know who I am. I run the City Times, and I'm going to publish a new magazine, and I'm willing to give you access to my reading public to tell your story the way you want to tell it without too much editorializing. If you give me what I want.
Just what is it you want, Mrs. Dixon?
Rosemary Kramer gave birth 20 years ago to a son. One Ian Kramer, called Duke Kramer.
So, what's the point?
Oh, Mr. Lombard, you may have lost one son, Brock, but here could be another son, a son and heir to your name, to your fortunes. Isn't it time that you stood up and acknowledged him?
I'm sorry I yelled like that, but she just got home. Why would you go over there this morning?
Because I want to welcome Kim back. I want to see how Andy is doing. I haven't spoken to her that much since Brock died, and I wanted to talk to her.
Great, fine. Just go over there, leave me alone so I can get some work done.
Hello, Emily.
John, now is not a good time to start with her, okay?
I'm not going to start in with her. This is hospital business.
Yeah, well, it would be better to do it later. I'm going to go over and see Kim.
Might be better to do that later, too. Kim called this morning, wants Dr. Marshall to fill in for Bob. I think she wants some time alone with her husband.
You're right. You're right, I have been using Christopher to avoid this moment. And I realize that I've made things unbearably uncomfortable since you came back. I take full responsibility for that. For everything. Not making very good sense, Ava. I just keep hoping that the right words will come to me. There are no right words.
Just say it.
It's difficult because I know I'm going to hurt you, and that's the last thing I want to do. These past few months, we've just grown apart. It's as though I've seen it happening to two other people. I understood your responsibility to Andy.
I should hope so.
But I resented you not allowing me to share it with you. I resented you going to John.
I thought you understood why.
But that didn't stop me from feeling cut off, unneeded, and lonely. So lonely. As a result, I turned to someone else.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Coast Deodorant Soap. That crisp, invigorating scent brings you back to life.
Don't dads get a day off?
Coast. The crisp scent opens your eyes. Coast. Your spirits start to rise. Coast is the way to bring you back to life.
The scent awakens your senses.
Hey, you guys, where you been?
Coast brings you back to life.
Even if I didn't have sensitive skin, I'd use it anyway. Because I just love the idea of a pure, white, fragrance-free skincare treatment. But the fact that I do have sensitive skin and can now have what zillions of women use to help them look younger, well, don't think I don't love that idea, too.
Softening, smoothing oil of Olay for sensitive skin.
Being taken for younger is just fine with me.
Sun-ripened raisins, Nestle milk chocolate, that's as good as it gets. I wanna catch some raisins. Catch some raisinets. Catch some raisinets. Oh, yeah.
Butterball turkey cold cuts. Any way you slice it, they're delicious. Butterball ham, Butterball bologna, or Butterball smoked turkey breast. They're up to 98% fat-free and all Butterball. So any way you slice it, it's
delicious.
No, don't pull away from me. Don't put more distance between us. This is what I was afraid of. That's why I wasn't able to tell you. But after yesterday and last night, I knew I couldn't keep it from you. I want you to try to understand. I want to know how you feel.
I think I knew. Don't. Just don't.
I love you. I don't want to lose you. And I felt that I was losing you, that you were pulling away from me, that you were pushing me away. I'm not making excuses for what I did. I'm trying to explain. If I didn't love you so much, if I didn't value our marriage so much, I wouldn't have had to tell you. Our relationship is so deep and so honest. I mean, there can be no deception, not even the smallest one.
Small?
Yes, small. Compared to what we've had. I didn't plan this. It happened because of the circumstances.
Oh, don't say anything more. Please.
I've got to make you understand. Tell me what you're feeling.
You don't want to know what I'm feeling.
Kim,
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I know, of course, why you're interested in Duke Kramer. Your husband, John Dixon, went to Seattle and brought back Duke to Oakdale as his son.
Oh, that must rankle. Must rankle horribly when you know whose son he really is.
How did you connect me to Rosemary Kramer?
What difference does it make?
I'm interested.
I was in Seattle. The grandmother told me.
I don't believe you. If you had talked to her, she would have told me.
Then you admit it.
So you are bluffing.
I mean, what have you got to lose? And you might have a lot to gain.
5 minutes.
Okay. I do like a practical man. Let's get right down to business.
I'm not sure we have any business to do.
I'm sure that we do. Our business is for you to admit that Duke Kramer is your son, and for me to make sure that your story is printed in my widely circulated newspaper.
Unfortunately, Duke Kramer is not my son. But I have proof. Your husband is his father.
Ma, when does the cast come off?
Why, don't you guys like washing dishes?
Ooh, pork grease. Bogus. Here, you do it. You do it. You do it. Ma, you
Relax, Dawn will do it.
Give Dawn your greasiest grease. Dawn will break it up and take it away.
Somebody forgot this.
Not in the greasy water, bonehead. My glass is as clean as the stuff you washed, so you're the bonehead. No, you aren't.
Keep it up and the cast stays on permanently.
Dawn, it takes grease out of your way.
I was sure there was no hope. Her white sweater was caked with mud, and the sleeve got caught. No hope.
My pants.
Whiter with dyed with bleach. Take a dirty sock. Gets only this white with other detergents, but dyed with bleach gets it gleaming white.
Mud and grime's gone. Mrs. Virginia Dean.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide.
Okay, what's JFK Jr. really like? This week's People reveals his daily adventures with his actress girlfriend or just sporting around. Here's our uncrowned prince on his bike, on the town, on his own. This week, Mr. Nice Guy. People, that's what we're all about.
Now, Germac lets you defy gravity, freeze your assets, learn to sculpt, make waves. Introducing the Germac stylers for state-of-the-art control and endless possibilities.
Gathering in Moscow as talks begin between the superpowers, join Dan Rather for an exclusive interview with Secretary of State Baker tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Yeah, okay. I have to go now. The balloon man is here.
Don't say I never did anything for you. Delivery.
Oh, they're from Tom.
From Tom? You're pregnant. That's why you turned down this promotion. You're pregnant.
I am not pregnant, and how did you find out about the promotion?
Open mouth, insert foot. I saw Mac at the hospital last night. He offered it to me. I argued that you should have it because of your seniority and experience, and he told me that you turned it down because you wanted to have a baby.
Wow, so much for confiding in Mac. So you gonna take it?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
Well, I, for one, would be more than honored to take orders from you.
Really?
Yeah.
Take these balloons.
I love my balloons.
Well, just my way of saying thank you for, you know.
Oh, no, that's okay. Hal knows I turned down the promotion and why. Trying to convince him that he should take it.
Well, you should absolutely take it. I insist as the DA.
Insist. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. Hey, maybe that's Jess with the second fax from Kendall. Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, the DA might be interested to hear this. It's Duncan.
Yeah, Duncan?
Hi, Tom. I thought you might be interested in what I suspect Lombard will use as a defense. He claims that the CIA and/or the Crime Commission set him up to make it look like he killed his son.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me a bit. Do me a favor, stop by and give me all the details when you get back.
All right, Lucinda's with him now, but we should be back in Oakdale within the hour.
That's not going to be very good for me. I'm planning on seeing Leanne over at the hospital.
Well, I could meet you there. Why don't I just do that?
That'd be terrific, thanks.
Hey, sport.
Hey.
Listen, I'm sorry I don't have any more news about Edinburgh.
I didn't really expect any quite yet. Listen, Margot, I was on my way to the loft. I just wanted to drop by and see if you'd heard anything from Aunt Kim or John about Andy.
Nothing, boss.
Munson. Oh, yes, Jess. Did you get the second fax from Kendall?
Huh? What? Tomorrow? Terrific!
I know. You know, I could just wait to, like, wash my hair and get out of these clothes.
You look beautiful just the way you are.
Duke, do you ever think that you might need some glasses?
No, trust me, you're beautiful.
Oh, how was your dinner with your father and Lucinda, huh?
Okay, I guess. I'm getting weirder and weirder vibes from Lucy. And it's like she's talking out of both sides of her mouth at once.
Meaning?
Well, she goes on and on about how important it is for my pa for me to move into the pool house, but I got the feeling she doesn't want me there at all.
Oh, well, what do you want?
Well, I like where I am, but I'm thinking Andy might want to move back in there when he gets back from that Wellspring place.
Well, the two of you lived together before.
Leanne, that was before he just decided to do the stupid thing like go drink and drive and nearly kill you. I don't think you can handle being roomies after all that.
Dude, come on. He's an alcoholic.
Leanne, that doesn't give him a right to destroy other people's lives or his own either. He has been using that as a cop-out. That is like saying, oh, it's okay to steal because you're poor. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Can we talk about something else?
Duke, I know what you're saying. But it's really important to be able to forgive people.
Well, maybe I can someday, but not yet. It's not like I don't wish him well. It's just, we can't just go back to square one. Things have changed too much.
Well, one of the things that haven't changed is the fact that you and Andy are brothers.
Well, never had any real proof of that. But in my gut, I know it's true. I know my pop's my pop. No doubt about it.
Mr. Lombard. Mr. Lombard, what proof do you have that my husband is the boy's father?
I'll tell you because I genuinely cared about Rosemary Kramer. In a way, I wish the boy was mine. I've been keeping my eye on him since Edith died because I told her I would see to it that he had a good life.
Where is the proof?
I have letters. Before Edith died, she asked me to pick up a package at her nursing home. It was a pale lavender box, and in it was all the proof you'd need. I've kept it with my important papers ever since.
A lavender box, Mr. Lombard. Anyway, the authorities confiscated all of your important papers.
What kind of a fool do you think I am? I will have these papers delivered to you if you keep your end of the bargain.
I already told you I will print your story.
There's more. You only have a few minutes more, so listen carefully. And just because I'm in here, don't think you can double-cross me. That would be a major mistake.
Oh, Lord, what a great...
Your mother is so smart. We pay for the first night, but our next night's free.
Free? How come?
It's free with the coupon on every specially marked package of these great soaps.
Wow!
Yep, that little coupon could save us a bundle.
Gee, Jimmy, aren't our parents great?
Get a bonus night at participating Holiday Inn hotels with your favorite soaps.
Come on in to Sunrinse Fresh. Light and sunny, Downy feeling.
It's like hanging your wash in the sunshine. Sunrinse Downy.
Come on in, smell the sunshine. Light and sunny, Sunrinse Fresh.
Smell a light, airy freshness. Sunrinse Fresh from Downy with the fluffiest softness.
Come on in, feel the softness.
Fluffy soft. Sunrinse Fresh Downy.
Come on into the sunshine.
If you have a toothache and take aspirin or Tylenol, it has to go through all this to get rid of the pain, and that could take up to 30 minutes. Or use maximum strength Oragel and start relieving the pain immediately.
Oragel, available in maximum strength gel and liquid.
Fresher with powder. Drier with powder. FDS has powder, so you're fresher, drier. Safe, gentle, feminine deodorant protection with powder. Be confident with FDS.
When Ellen Michael proposes,
marry me?
Yes, of course. I'll marry you.
all Harley breaks loose.
I know exactly who your mistress is. It's Blake, your brother's wife.
And it could cost him
Where would you like to start the bidding? $500,000?
his life.
I'm dead.
Weekdays.
Get ready for big laughs on Small Talk Friday.
Hey.
Oh, there's no eating in the hallway, you know?
It's for Leanne. It's her favorite, fudge ripple. Tom and Margot in there right now, and I didn't want to interrupt the family meeting.
Oh. Say, you know, I got to thinking about your mom the other day, after you did that operation. I think she would have been very proud of you.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Tom wanted to spend a little private time with his daughters.
Well, I wouldn't mind spending a little private time with my daughter.
Oh, I can take a hint.
No, I didn't mean... Now, come on. I thought we ought to have a nice kind of casual dinner or something like that, you know? All of us, when Andy gets back.
What I'm afraid of is that if you and Duke can't forgive Andy, it's going to make him feel all the more alone when he gets home. And then it may even make him go back to drinking.
Well, back up. Now, honey, Andy has to stay off the booze because he cares about himself and his future, not because the rest of us are walking on eggshells around him. Now, he has to face up to reality, and the reality is at this point that I haven't found a way to completely forgive him. Now, I would be doing him a disservice if I tried to convince him otherwise.
Well, I can honestly forgive him. I mean, is that strange?
No. You're getting to be more and more like your mom every day, just compassionate and wise beyond your years.
I'm really glad you haven't forgotten her.
No, I haven't. When I look at you, how could I?
I mean, not that I don't love Margot.
No, I know. I don't think that one love has to get in the way of another.
You're thinking about Adam, huh?
Like I said, wise beyond your years. I'll see you get back.
Okay. See you at home.
My turn. Hope this hasn't melted, you know.
Oh, you know, Thomas, I could use a little fudge ripple cone myself.
Tell you what, I'll buy you a double dip on the way to the courthouse.
Oh, big spender. Well. Glad to see that the prisoners didn't take you prisoner. Were you successful?
Actually, I didn't get exactly what I hoped for.
Oh, that's an understatement, Lucinda. All we got was a pack of lies.
Why don't we find a quiet corner in the solarium? I'd love to hear both your versions.
Well, sure, Counselor. It's a date. But first, a word in your ear, my darling.
Well, I wonder what Lucinda wanted to get from Lombard that she didn't get.
Probably an exclusive.
No, I got a feeling it strikes a little more close to home.
Hey, Kim?
Hi, darling. Have you heard from your mother?
No, not really. But they think that she's somewhere in Scotland now.
Sorry, I thought maybe you were. Well, I certainly don't understand it. Your mother has everything going for her. Husband that adores her. Sometimes you just never know.
This, must be a pretty rough time on you, huh? Must have been hard to put Andy in there.
Well, it was, he wanted to. I miss him. But then I've missed him for a long time. Let's just hope he can find himself while he's there and come back to us, the Andy we used to know.
You know, it just seems that you never realize how much you love somebody until it looks like you're gonna lose them.
Yes.
Well, Joyce, said that you weren't feeling too well. You know, you do look a little pale. Maybe you should let Uncle Bob know.
He knows.
Well, I should let you get some rest. Promise me that you'll let me know when Andy can get phone calls and stuff, huh?
I'll do that, and you call me as soon as you hear from your mom.
I will. You feel better, huh?
Thank you, darling.
These last few months, I felt us growing apart. It was as though I was watching it happen to two other people. I understood your responsibility to Andy, but I resented not being allowed to share it with you. I resented all the time you spent with John. I felt cut off, unneeded, and lonely. So damn lonely. As a result, I turned to someone else.
Hello. Hi, Casey.
Hey, Kim, listen, I'm sorry to bother you on your first day back. Gary Podvitz stopped by, and he was telling me the vets want to know the schedule for patterns so they can arrange transportation. Yeah. Listen, I gotta tell you, Bob missed you like crazy while you were away. I guess you know that, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to you about the show later. Okay. Thanks a lot. Bye.
How was Kim?
Sounded kind of funny.
Oh, yeah? What do you mean?
Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe I interrupted a romantic interlude or something. I don't know. Listen, can I get away for 20 minutes and find my beautiful wife? You mind?
Sure, go ahead. You're lucky to have somebody to take a break with. I'm sorry. Just ignore that last remark.
Yeah.
Go on.
I'll see you later.
Susan?
Oh, hi. I thought you were off this morning.
I was just out driving around in circles.
You told Kim, didn't you?
How Curtis Bennett eats a Reese's peanut butter cup.
I like my Reese's with milk.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
But that's why we created Freeze-Lock Plastic Freezer Wrap. When these two pieces of Freeze-Lock overlap and their special cling strips lock together, well, you're not going to believe your eyes, because no other wrap in the world clings like this. Freeze-Lock keeps clinging in the cold, so it keeps protecting against freezer burn.
Ever since Unisom, people have abandoned their old sleep medicine because medical tests prove people fall asleep faster and sleep better all night with Unisom than without. Take Unisom for faster, better sleep.
Oh, I want your hair. Really? How do you get it to go like that?
I don't know.
That's great.
Suave hairspray.
With all that expensive stuff out there, you like what Suave does?
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
These are two identical slotted spoons and two very different spaghetti sauces, Prego and Ragu. When you see them side by side, the difference really comes through. Prego spaghetti sauce. Homemade taste. It's in there.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
An international race for hidden fortune.
Oh.
Sounds like a bit of fun. Becomes a deadly competition.
Oh, dear.
On the season finale of Murder, She Wrote. Then, if your ex-spouse were molesting your child,
What did you do to her?
would you give her up or fight?
Where is your daughter?
Meg Tilly in the best interest of the child. Sunday.
This is CBS.
Imagine stepping into life 200 years ago in colonial Williamsburg. A living, breathing, working town. A town waiting to be discovered, experienced, explored. Another way of life is waiting for you. See it. Live it. For information, call 1-800-HISTORY and come to colonial Williamsburg.
What a tradition in common of savings and quality.
And this week, jumbo rolls of Marcal towels, 2 for 99 cents. 2-liter bottles of C&C Cola, regular diet or flavors, 2 for 99 cents. Crisco oil, just $3.99 a gallon container. And Ivory soap, the package of 4, only 79 cents.
In common, a tradition of savings for you.
Trade in your diet now and take the Weight Watchers Diet Challenge. We've extended our free registration through May 19th. Hurry in. Offer expires soon.
Did justice go wrong? Was he framed by his friend? You'll see a televised confession to murder next Geraldo. Today at 4.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
I wish you wouldn't have done that.
Oh, I couldn't live with that between us. I just wasn't prepared for her reaction.
Why? What was it?
It was distant and cold. She wouldn't let... Why am I telling you this? She never gave me a chance to say who it was, but I think she has it figured out.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. So, what now?
I don't know. I have no idea. She said she wanted some time alone. I'm gonna go home at lunch and maybe she'll be able to talk then.
Look, make me the villain. Tell her I seduced you.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't do that to you or to myself.
But it might ease the pain for her. I mean, she's never thought very much of me anyway. She'd believe you.
I'm not gonna lie to her. I have enough to feel guilty about.
Well, the only thing for me to do is resign and get the hell out of Oakdale.
Didn't you hear what I said? I have enough to feel guilty about. Don't add to it. Don't let me be the one that drives you away from here.
No, look, I'm responsible too. I am, and I mean, it's time I took stock of my life and tried to figure out why I keep getting myself into these situations.
Hi, Dad. Lila said she thought you were headed down this way. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Tom. Excuse me, I have to go talk to Iva about some grants.
Doesn't seem to be having any more back trouble.
No.
You both look like you were involved in a heavy discussion.
Well, we were. She's considering doing her research elsewhere, and I'm trying to talk her out of it.
Well, I hope you do, Dad. That'd be tough on Emily.
Yeah, it would be.
You okay?
Me? Yeah, why?
Well, I thought you'd be in a better mood now that Kim's at home. I hope you appreciate Margot and I not calling you last night. We figured you probably needed some privacy after all the separation and craziness.
It's not over yet.
Here we go. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. Oh! Oh! That was a good walk, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yep. I think I needed that as much as you did. Except I'm out of breath. Oh, I sure love you, little buddy.
Love you too, big buddy.
Oh, sweetheart. Sometimes you remind me so much of your daddy.
Mommy?
Yes, son.
Don't cry.
Oh, precious. Oh, honey. Oh, my. I bet that feels good, darling, for both of you. Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Well, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Unfortunately, I was just going to give Chris his lunch.
Oh, well, we should have called first.
I'm sorry, we won't stay. Of course, what I wanted to say, Kim, was that I'm here, and I'm ready and willing and wanting to help with Andy at our house in any way that we can, because I really like that kid. He's got good stuff. He's going to make it.
Thank you very much, Lucinda.
Oh, you got a perfect day.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
Bob has the morning off. Where is he? Is he out in the back gardening?
No, he had to go into the hospital after all. Come on, son. Sit down.
We're going back.
Yeah.
Do you want us to give him a message?
No, thanks. No messages. Okay, lunch, pal. Let's go. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks again for stopping.
She's not herself, huh?
There's trouble in that perfect marriage.
Oh.
Susan's at the heart of it.
Oh, come on. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Try the hot dogs so full of lean, fresh meat that they plump when you cook them. Ballpark Franks. Handsome carrying case not included.
Now, when you buy Ballpark Franks, we'll make a donation to the Children's Miracle Network to help kids in hospitals for children in your community.
With your support, miracles do happen. Please support Ballpark in helping the Children's Miracle Network.
The beauty of the islands. It's a bold splash of color. It's a wild new pattern. It's JCPenney. Exciting new fashions for you, your family, your home. Come celebrate during our Festival of the Philippines, May 13th through the 26th at JCPenney.
Introducing SOS Juniors!
These guys are strong, like big SOS, but small, so when the mess is cleaned up, they're all used up.
Grab a junior a day.
Use a fresh pad every day.
So is it?
What pain reliever are doctors recommending more and more every year? Advil. See, Advil is different. Just one Advil is as effective as 2 regular-strength Tylenol. And Advil is gentler to your stomach than aspirin. Advil, advanced medicine for pain.
Ask them to messenger the x-rays. Thanks, Janet.
Dad, what did you mean by the separation isn't over yet?
Well, you can't just erase 5 months of upheaval and mistakes. I mean, you have to absorb it, and then you accept it, and then, well, your life has to go on if it can.
Well, that's true. I mean, Margot and I have been there, that's for sure. But I mean, that's the great thing about marriage. You know you're in it for the long run, so you work at it till it keeps getting better and better. I mean, you taught me that, and things have never been better for us.
Well, son, if I taught you that, I'm glad it works for you.
For instance, Margot's dropped the opportunity to have a promotion to opt for being a mom at home when the store kids is a visit.
That's great. I want to get home, son.
Well, okay, listen, give Kim my love, and let's get together for dinner soon.
Hey, Dr. Bob. Listen, I spoke to your wife a little while ago. I guess this business with Andy was pretty rough on her. She sounded kind of wiped out.
It was very sweet of you to call, Emily. Yes, I agree. I think Wellspring is the answer for Andy, but it's certainly not going to be easy.
Kim, yeah, I wanted to come by and see you, but Mom talked me out of it. Anyway, Paul told me you weren't feeling well, so I won't keep you. I just wanted to tell you I'm glad you're back, and I wanted to send you my love.
Thanks very much, darling. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
You're right, she does sound strange, doesn't she?
Leave me alone. Yes.
Kim, it's Barbara. I'm glad that you answered. Do you have any idea why Hal is selling the house?
What?
Jessica said that Hal needs my authorization in order to sell the townhouse.
Barbara, I don't know anything about that. Why don't you ask Hal?
I can't.
Well, I don't know why not. You've got a husband who adores you, who's been bereft from the moment you left him. You've certainly given him every reason in the world to turn to somebody else, and he hasn't. So unless you are prepared to be more specific with me about what's going on with you, I would suggest you stop torturing your husband and your son and everybody else who loves you, and come on home and enjoy what you have. Oh, God. What have I done?
Margot! You want to do something about this? I think they're multiplying.
Well, I would be glad to move the balloons, but it's not the balloons that are putting you in such a foul mood. It's that phone call from Jess. I would think that the second fax would prove that Barbara's in Edinburgh.
Yeah, well, so what if she is? I told Jessica I was going to sell the house because I thought maybe Barbara would call me. Obviously, she doesn't give a damn.
News.
Margot, it's Kim.
Oh, hi, Kim. I wanted to talk to you.
I'm just calling because I wanted Hal to know that Barbara just called me. I'm afraid I handled it badly. I know we weren't on the line long enough for them to trace the call.
Well, what exactly did Barbara say? Barbara called Kim.
Well, why the hell didn't she call me?
In the next few hours, someone is going to ask you a tough question. What's for dinner? I'm here to help you with the answer. It could be A, Mrs. Paul's Crispy Crunchy Fillets, or B, Mrs. Paul's Crispy Crunchy Fish Steaks. Then again, it could be C.
Thanks, Gramps.
All of the above.
No one can make fish sticks and fillets taste like Mrs. Paul's, because no one else can use her special recipe.
If it's not Mrs. Paul's, throw it back.
My mama used to make the best bologna sandwiches. Her secret? Kraft mayonnaise. Here you go, Mama. I even cut off the crust. Welcome,
welcome to Kraft. The fresh, creamy taste of real mayonnaise.
After 7 days, the leading antiseptic couldn't heal this finger, but this one healed with #1 doctor-recommended Neosporin. Testing shows that Neosporin helps wounds heal faster. Neosporin, for faster healing, it's the one.
It's a big world, and no one helps kids grow into it strong and healthy better than Flintstones, with all the vitamins kids need.
We're Flintstones kids, 10 million strong and growing. We're Flintstones kids, 10 million strong.
Flintstones, preferred by more moms than any other children's vitamin.
And growing.
It's coming to your home. The most successful animated motion picture of all time, the winner of 2 Academy Awards. Walt Disney's The Little Mermaid is yours to own on video cassette. Under the sea. Now, the magic, the music, the wonder, and the excitement can all be enjoyed again and again.
This is wonderful.
This is The Little Mermaid on video cassette. Only $23.99 with mail-in refund. Make The Little Mermaid part of your world.
So, do you think I'm actually going to be able to pull this off?
Yes, I just think you have your work cut out for you, though.
Sure do. But you know what? I'm glad I've got you by my side.
Yeah, we always will have me by your side.
Emily, good. Emily said you'd be here.
Hi, Duncan.
Hi,
How
Paul.
did your meeting with Philip go?
Well, that's what I thought you'd like to hear. He lied, just as you said he would. Yeah. He gave me a lot of nonsense about the CIA and the Crime Commission arranging Brock's death and then setting him up for it. He also said that he and his wife had been estranged for a long time, and she went along with it for revenge.
Oh, please. Connie loved her husband so much. It killed her to have to turn him in.
I doubt he'll have any better luck with the jury than he did with Lucinda or myself. How you doing, Paul?
Well, I could be a lot better if my mom came home, and so could Hal. At least we know she's somewhere near Edinburgh.
Well, we also know that she's upset about my selling the house. Not that she told me, you understand, but she called Kim. I thought you should hear the news in person.
You just don't get it, Hal.
I think I'm beginning to. I think there's probably another man.
I refuse to believe that.
Can't rule it out, Paul.
There's something I haven't mentioned, just because I didn't think it was relevant before. Brian and Beatrice have been having marital problems. I'm not saying that Barbara's involved.
And now there's a strong possibility of that since they were once lovers. Now that would explain a lot.
I don't think we should be jumping to any conclusions. But you did say that Barbara was in Edinburgh. If Barbara and Brian are involved, I think maybe it's because they are just taking solace in one another. I think Brian and Beatrice will work their way back to one another eventually.
Oh, I see. And I get Barbara back by default? Thanks, but no thanks.
Well, I'm sorry, Hal. I've got to get back to the Argus. I'll call you if I hear anything from Scotland.
Thanks, Duncan. Well, since we're all in such a great mood, what do you say I take us out and treat us to lunch at Mabel's Red Hots?
Sounds great to me.
Yeah, I'll call Dick Wolf and tell him where I'll be.
Okay. I kind of like to just swing by the house first, maybe check the mail.
I wish there was something I could do to help.
Don't worry about it, because I'll tell you, I'm just about to throw in the towel.
Don't say that, Hal. There's got to be an explanation.
Yeah, I think there is. I think Duncan just gave it to me.
No. I can't see Barbara ever making a choice like that.
Thanks for that vote of confidence.
I am so lucky.
You certainly are, lady. Don't you forget it. Glad you like the balloons.
Oh, I love the balloons. Love the note. I love you. So where are we going for lunch?
Oh, I can't. Duncan gave me enough work to keep me busy all afternoon. I just dropped by, show you this.
Tom, that's Barbara.
Yeah, Mom found it in some international publication about fashion. No caption, no photo credit.
This is not going to make Hal's day here. Who is this guy with her in the shadows?
Well, it's hard to tell, but I don't think we're going to be able to keep this from Hal.
Nope. I guess I'll try and track him down.
You know, I asked Dad over for dinner. He didn't jump at the chance. I have a feeling things are still pretty tense over there.
I can't tell you how glad I am to see you looking so well.
Well, I'm sure you're feeling much better now that Kim's back.
I know she's eager to come in and see you.
Oh, well, I know she has a lot of things to take care of. You know, please tell her that I'm sure Andy remembers and knows what a wonderful mother she is. And it's just going to help him get through a lot.
I know she'll appreciate hearing that.
Hey, you're pretty terrific yourself, you know. You know, with you and Kim as role models, no wonder my father and Margot have such a great marriage. When I get married, I'm going to have a lot to learn from all of you.
It's not good to put people on pedestals. I don't want to wear you out. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow.
Yeah, give Kim my love.
Ah, I was just gonna check on her.
Oh, you don't have to. She's fine.
Yeah? Bob, you know, I realize our past history, yours and mine, has, I think it's done a lot to keep you at arm's length from our dealings with Andrew here lately. Dr. Howard reminds me what a really important part you play in Andrew's life. Would you get involved in some therapy sessions up there?
We'll talk about it later.
What's the matter with him?
I don't
Is
know.
he all right?
I don't know. I'm going in to check on Leanne.
Oh, darling, I'm going to wait for you because Rex wants us to talk about something. I won't talk about it at home.
All right.
I will see that all the existing proof that John Dixon is Duke Kramer's father is delivered to you. And in return, you will print information that will help me discredit my wife and her testimony.
When will I get this information?
I'll see that you get it.
Where? Where will I get the proof of Duke's paternity?
What, is there some rush? What do you plan to do with this proof?
It's none of your business.
I don't care what you do with it, as long as you don't hurt the boy. If any harm comes to him, you will answer to me, wherever I am, whether it's behind bars or free, dead or alive. Just remember that.
Well, hey, Lucy. How'd the interview with Old Man Lombard go?
Oh, I think it may turn out to be successful down the line. If I can think of a way to use it to my advantage.
Hey, Pop.
Dieters have individual needs.
I get so hungry when I diet.
Accutrim Maximum Strength.
After 3, I have no willpower.
Late day.
I could eat all day.
16-hour steady control. Accutrim. One is made for you.
Who are the brightest kids in America? Mom's rated thicker, vivid, higher than Clorox 2 for making colors and whites look cleaner. So, who are the brightest kids in America?
Mine are.
Don't just get 'em clean, get 'em vivid.
Ernie, don't take the game.
It's my categories, and I'm going home.
Don't let him go.
Give in on neatness. All right, we accept neatness.
Neatness as a disease?
Yes.
Categories. A letter comes up on the dice, and there's all these categories. And you think of a word for each that starts with that letter. But your answer can't be like anyone else's.
Beginning with R, farm animals.
Rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros. Sure.
Categories from Milton Bradley. It's better to have your own.
There you are, going along, feeling on top of the world. Then out of the blue, constipation. You feel bloated, twisted. You just can't go on. And fiber, it's so slow. You want fast medicine. X-Lax, it's the right medicine. Medical experts agree. X-Lax gives your system back the natural fluids it needs to put you back on top of the world again. In hours, not days. Today's X-Lax, the right medicine.
Boy, save this, save that, save this. Junk mail, junk mail. Hang on, I'll check the answering machine. Nothing.
Hal, I think you should look for a new cleaning service. They forgot to show up.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to warn you. See, I had to let him go. And I thought that, you know, in the interest of saving time, I'd just let everything accumulate and then clean it up all at once.
Hell, you should probably hire them back because I think the health department can condemn it.
It's pretty bad, huh?
Hal, you should have let me know. I mean, you must be strapped paying the mortgage and everything else.
Hey, don't worry. Don't worry. I can handle it, okay?
Well, I know I love a challenge, so I'm gonna help you out here.
Hey, no, I mean, really, don't worry about it. I'll clean it up today or tomorrow. Oh, really, don't.
This is pretty bad.
This is the stuff.
Hey, Al! Door's open, so I just let myself in.
Would you believe that I had this place immaculate this morning and somebody came in here and did all this?
This is bad, Hal. This is real bad. This is a lot worse than the bachelor pad days of the National Geographic and all the beer
Yeah,
cans.
everybody's a critic. You want some pizza?
Oh, stop it. You know, I'll pitch in a minute here, but look, Hal, I think you ought to see this. Will you look?
It's Barbara. Emily? Emily, come here. Does this look like Franco Visconti to you?
I don't know. Here, take this. It's hard to tell, but I don't think so.
You know, Hal, maybe it is just my imagination running wild because of what Duncan said, but that looks like it could be Brian McCall.
You think? What do you think?
I'll get that.
You think that looks like Brian McCall?
Hello? Hello?
Oh, no!
Plastic dishes from now.
That's not funny. I'm sorry.
So, you know, I'm trying to put this job directory together for the handicapped. Do you think we could talk Walsh Enterprises into it?
I'll speak to my personnel director as soon as I get back to the office.
What about underwriting the printing?
Oh, consider it done.
Well, you just made my day.
Good. Susan! Ah. Well, I guess your back is acting up, isn't it? Because Bob had to go all the way out to Foxwood Lodge to minister to your needs.
Lucinda, I just heard Casey say that you made his day. Make mine too, and get the hell out of here.
I realize I expected too much of you this morning. I've been struggling with my feelings for days, and I lay all this on you, and then I expect...
It was Susan, wasn't it?
It was the circumstances. Your whole life was Andy. You didn't want my help. You kept turning to John more and more.
Are you comparing what I was doing with John to what you were doing with Susan?
Oh, no. But you chose to solve a problem with John alone, and you didn't include me.
What about all the times that I did try to include you? The tension between you and John was so thick you could cut it with a knife. I couldn't take it. What about all the times that I did try to discuss my concerns about Andy with you? And you kept telling me that I was just overreacting. I just got to the point where I couldn't even mention it. For fear you were going to say that my worrying about Andy is what was causing him to drink.
That's an exaggeration.
Do you think so? Well, I don't. You say that the past few months have been hell for you. Well, what the hell do you think it's been for me? You know, I can barely get up in the morning and go through the motions of the day when all I wanted to do was just stay in this bed and cry. I didn't do that. Boy, I just kept plugging along because I knew, or at least I thought I knew, that even if everything in my life crumbled around me, there was one area that I could count on. There was one person whose love would never fail me. And you come to me when I'm about as low as you can get. When I am as low as I have ever been in my life. And you tell me that you were having an affair. And it's my fault.
It's not all your fault.
Damn you. Damn you!
What's missing from Hillshire Farm light smoked sausage?
It's got that same juicy taste.
Same smoke flavor.
What's missing? This.
Hillshire Farm Light. It's missing 25% of the fat found in the other leading brand, but hasn't lost one bit of that great smoked sausage taste.
Only thing missing, as far as I can see, is another helping. Come on.
Hillshire Farm light smoked sausage and Polska kielbasa with 25% less fat.
Just this much Cortaid heals more kinds of itches than all of these. And for irritating rashes, more doctors recommend Cortaid than any other brand. Cortaid, it heals.
Lunch?
I grabbed a hot dog.
No vegetables? Have a V8.
One delicious glass of V8 juice provides a serving of vegetables, which is an important part of a balanced diet.
Thanks for putting me straight, Laura.
Drink V8. Keep your diet straight.
Years ago, when minor arthritis pain made it hard to button my grandson's coat, my doctor recommended the pain reliever and prescription Motrin. Today, he recommends Motrin IB.
Motrin IB. No prescription needed.
Motrin IB gives me powerful relief from minor arthritis pain.
One Motrin IB is as effective as 2 regular aspirin.
My pain and its stiffness just go away, and it's much gentler on my stomach.
Motrin IB, doctor-recommended pain relief.
Garfield's comic imagination runs wild in search of the mysterious banana of Bombay.
That was kind of fun.
It's all new Garfield's Feline Fantasies, Friday at 8:30.
Saturday.
The children just found gold on the ranch.
But a boomtown can turn to bust when claim jumpers challenge the former gunslinger. Paradise. Then, I'm going home. It was the stateside visit he always dreamed of. Where's my little girl? A family reunion. You remember me, don't you? That could end his tour of duty Saturday.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. Jewelry by Monet. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.